Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss P, and I am back on this YouTube thing. Yes, I did go missing for a little bit, but life always hits in different ways. But this time, I got some stories for you. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss P, and of course, I got a story for you. Well, this story is when I found out I had a heart condition. I have 3 heartbeats. I have my regular beat, I have a flutter, and I have a murmur. And then I have fluid behind my heart, as well as I have an enlarged heart. So it's a lot going on in my chest, with the small esophagus and all of that jazz. Well, this is how I found out that I have a heart condition, an enlarged heart disorder, or whatever they call it in the medical field. I am not that. I'm trying not to cry. I was at home with my family, and I was headed to the bathroom. And my room was down the. We had a 4-bedroom, 1 bath. So just imagine that with 6 people. Let's pray, So I was headed to the bathroom. My bedroom was at the end of the hallway from where the bathroom was. And I took 4 to 5 steps to be exact. And I went black. My eyes went black. And I got dizzy. I was hot. And I had to go back to my room. Nobody knew what happened. Everybody was at home. And I'm like, what the hell? So I took a couple of minutes because it was morning time. Let me digress. It was morning time. So I had just took my medicine. And I have a lot of stuff wrong with me. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest with you. I get motion sickness in the morning. So I have to allow my medicine to kick in to control my heartbeats so I can just be calm, if that makes sense. It's an inner body thing, for me. So I was thinking is that I'm like, okay, let me let my medicine kick in. I ain't got to pee that bad, It's cool. So I try again, but I get a little bit further, but I end up stopping in front of my sister's room. I can't move. I almost pass out. She catches me. I'm like, what the hell? They go get the rolling chair that's in my room, because I always keep like a little office chair in my room, because I like sitting on the side of my bed sometimes. I get that from my granny. My granny had this big old chair in her room next to her bed, and my mama got the same thing, and now I got the same thing. It's weird. I don't know. But I have this, I have my rolling chair, so they brought it to me, and I sat down. They took me back to bed. So I'm like, what's really going on? I had to use it from my room. And, do what I had to do. But I ended up being in bed all day. Well, the next day, my nephews had a music recital. I wanted to be there. Auntie got to be there. Them my babies. I got to support the pre-quarters and recorders, and the xylophones and the steel drums and the bungalows and all of that. I have to be there. Well, I caught myself getting there, and it was not pretty. I ended up having to stay inside the car. And I stayed inside the car or what have you, and I had to use the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom or what have you, and I tried to go to the bathroom. Oh my God, why did I do that? I'm blacked out by the time I get to the church doors, because it's at a church. I'm blacked out by the time I get to the church doors. I know exactly where their bathroom is, because I've been in the church before, because their music program was at the church, at this church. It's not my church, but they knew it was their teacher from their school who had a music program. Boom. So I go to the bathroom. I finally get on the toilet. I'm blacked out. I'm about to fall off the toilet. My hands are shaking. My hands are red. My heart is going crazy. Like, I feel it through my chest. They had to call the ambulance for me in the middle of their recital. I felt so bad. Oh, my God. They put the stickers, so the ambulance get to me. They put the stickers on me. My heart is going nuts. They like, we got to go. I get the sirens. They get me on the freeway. We gone to Bentall. Oh my God. So I get into Bentall, and they got me in the big room where, the big room. I don't know how else to explain. They have the little rooms for the sick and shut in, but then they got the bigger rooms for the ill and elderment. I don't know how to. The bigger rooms with the big lights up, like the real surgery type stuff room. Intensive care, I guess that's what you call. I don't know. I was a red flag for them. And so they had me on the heart monitors and stuff like that. They gave me some medicine to calm me. But I'm laying in bed. My mom's on the side of me. And we're sitting in this room talking. We're just regularly talking. I'm laying down. It's not even a hyped up conversation. Those nurses run into the room. What are you doing? Girl, talking to my mama. Like, we talking. Like, this is what we do. I push pause. Whenever I'm sick, I don't like serious stuff. I don't. Like, I really don't. Hate is a strong word. I do not like serious stuff unless it's a job requirement. I don't care for serious stuff. So anytime I'm sick or in the hospital, I'm going to joke around because I'm like, I shouldn't even be here. I'm a good person. I'm trying not to cry. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just annoyed with the whole situation, so I usually just try to laugh everything through to make it positive. Just something positive in the midst of this turmoil, because I didn't know what was going on with my body. So they unpause. They run into the room. What are you doing? My heart rate was 153. They're like, I'm like, I'm just sitting here. My mama like, we're just sitting here talking. She can't talk. Like, what's going? They like, your heart is going crazy. We getting alerts that you are going, like you running. I'm like, no, I'm just laying here talking to my mama. And she's like, well, what kind of, I say, I'm not going to tell them what we're talking about. I say, it's not an amped up conversation. I'm not crunk about nothing. And they're like, oh, well, we need you to, okay, give us 30 minutes, no talking. Okay. Like, that's fine, I guess. You're telling me not to talk to my mama? What the fuck? Like, I'm literally, like, low-key on a deathbed. I can't talk to my mama for 30 minutes? Like, okay. Well, they couldn't figure it out. So they decided to admit me into the hospital. They do their tests and they run all their stuff and, do their little specialty stuff, whatever medical stuff they went to school for. And again, I'm in the rooms with multiple people. It's me and one other person. Luckily, it was just a 2-party room. And my mom is there, and I'm talking, and we doing our regular thing. The nurse is busting there again. What are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm talking to my mama. Like, I'm literally laying here. And they was like, oh, wow. They reporting back to the doctor. They like, okay. Well, by the 3rd conversation that day, y'all, like, okay, breathe, Amber. Okay, the 3rd conversation that I was having with my mom could have been my last conversation with her, because I sat up there and we were talking, and she was like, you just stopped talking to me. And they come in rushing in, and they move her out the way. This is from her perspective. They move her out the way, and I just wake up to somebody pressing on my chest, I guess trying to get it pumping and going. I don't know what's going on. Girl, I was about to hit the lady, and she was pregnant. It was a pregnant doctor trying to get my heart rate going because I had flatline in front of my mama. I'm like, are you serious? Like, what? Are you serious? Like, I did that to my, like, no. It was too much for me. I said, y'all gotta figure out what's on. Y'all gotta figure out what's going on. It's not good for me. I I was like, Mama, you can go ahead and go. I don't ever want her to see that again. That's not okay. I don't know how it affected her, even from her end, because she's my mom. I'm not a parent yet. But just seeing that your child just stopped talking to you and you was laughing and stuff, that's harsh. You know, that's a big thing. So I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't even know. And finally, my mom left, and then they killed me for a week. They didn't have an answer for me until a whole week later. They did the EKG, they did the CAT scans, they did the ultrasound of the heart, all of that, and they ended up telling me, your heart is enlarged, you have fluid behind it, and you have a flutter and a murmur, and your heart rate is just not balanced, as they say. So I'm like, it was no joke for me. And so it just really got to me big time, knowing that that my life could have been gone just that quick. And it happened a couple of other times that I didn't know about. Luckily, my mom wasn't there. It was like during a couple of procedures that I was having a endoscopy or what have you. But I'm here, you know, and I know my mom's glad I'm here. Yeah, it's a scary ride to be on. When you don't know what it is until after the fact. So that's pretty much, you know, the gist of the story. Like I always say, God bless your heart and all your parts. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.